Hi there, this is Henry for the 30-day video challenge, and it's day number 17, I think we are. I've missed a couple of days, 2 days, whilst I was at the 4-day SE extravaganza, just up slightly north from the Gold Coast, and you may notice something. You may notice that it's the sound of my voice, and yet my lips are moving, but they're not moving in time. My lips aren't in sync with my voice. Now, why is that? It's because I shot this video and I thought it was a nice video, which I'm not going to shoot again because I can't, because there is something which you'll see later on where I can't really reshoot it again because I opened a packet and consumed the contents of a packet already. So what I've done is I've kept the original video footage, which didn't have any sound on it, and I just re-recorded my voice on the voice recorder on my phone and just put the sound and the silent video together, so that I'm not Charlie Chaplin and I'm not miming silently. There was something strange going on with my phone, which meant that it wasn't recording any sound. I restarted the phone and it was working fine. So here we are. So I'm actually doing a 90-day challenge, which I'll tell you about a bit later on. I was at a conference yesterday, or it's a conference stroke training seminar for some members of FG Express, which are a network marketing company, which I'm a member of. But I joined up in Sydney, and I know some of the guys in Sydney who are also on board with that. But the leadership team for some of for the group here on the Gold Coast, where I currently am, they have regular meetings up here, and they happened to be down in Sydney a couple of months ago, and I met up with them, and so I knew about this meeting. So I thought I'd go along and meet them again and meet some of the other people in the group as well. So that was great, and it was very, very inspirational. So there was like product training, and also during the product training there were many ways, but I kind of like many bits of information that I picked up where there was bits of information, and I'm showing you one of the products now on the screen. I'm watching the video actually whilst sort of like speaking and ad-libbing, and actually I don't remember exactly what I said on the other video, so I'm just sort of like saying as I see what's going on the screen. So the product I just showed up on the screen is called a solar strip. And one of the things that we talked about at the seminar yesterday was that a lot of people have kind of like constipation, who aren't kind of like very regular, or have some kind of like blockage in their kind of like large intestine or gut wall, which is preventing 100% or as near as efficient absorption of food and nutrients as could be possible. So that's the reason why many people go for colonic irrigation and things like that, to actually clear out the cate on fecal matter, which is kind of like stuck on the large intestine wall. Even though many of us actually have that, even though it's very, very minor, we may not even have constipation as such. That fecal matter, say, kind of prevent the most efficient absorption of any kind of like food and nutrient substances which we take in. And so that also, what I hadn't sort of correlated, although it's entirely obvious now. I knew about the issues with the cate on fecal matter before, when I did in one of my other trainings. Is that the people who kind of like spend vast amount of money on like supplement pills and things like that, the pills are so small really, and if there's any kind of like blockage, and any kind of like preventing direct contact with the large intestine wall, then of course people were just sort of like flushing their money down the toilet, so to speak, because that isn't being being digested or at all, if anything. And so that was what was really fascinating about that. And the Solar Strip product, which I am talking about on the screen now, it's a wafer thin sort of like formation, and embedded within there are all the essential nutrients and amino acids and minerals, which you might find in a multivitamin, except that what you do is, instead of actually chewing on it and swallowing it, you actually put it on your tongue, and the actual tongue itself, the layers of skin are so thin on it, and the blood vessels are so close to the surface of the tongue that through the saliva and through the wafer thin kind of like strip, as you can see, which I'm holding up to the screen now, that strip is practically instantaneously dissolved with the saliva, because of the material it's made from, and the nutrient content is actually absorbed directly into the bloodstream. So it bypasses the digestive mechanism and gives you an instant hit, because it's gone into the bloodstream straight away. As you can see there, it's very, very wafer thin, and as soon as you put it on your tongue, it starts dissolving instantaneously into the bloodstream. So I mean, I've never really been a fan of like vitamin pills or vitamin pills, depending on where you come from. Vitamin pills. I was kind of like a skeptic, shall we say, and I've never taken them. And the only kind of like supplements that I've taken previously in the past and would go back to again, although at the moment I don't feel any requirement to do so, will be the ones which are in powder form, and because they're as close to food state, or as close to being a food as you can as possible, really. The ones that you dissolve in water, or liquid or juice. And so those are the only ones prior to the FG Express Solar Strip that I would have taken. And it's the actual Solar Strip itself, it just tastes, it's got a slightly minty flavour to it, so it's almost like eating a fresh mint. And so I've heard many a story about many different things, many conditions which have changed as a result of taking the Power Strip. I'm not really going to go into what I'm expecting to show up, and perhaps I might share, but basically this is going to be this is the first of my 90 days, and I shall definitely report back of any findings, any changes, because I wouldn't join any networking marketing companies, and this is the only one I'm actually a member of so far, if I haven't road tested and tried the products myself. So this is Henry for the 90-day video challenge. I'm doing a 90-day challenge, and this is actually day 17 of the 30-day video challenge, but I'll keep you updated. So bye for now.